guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Just to let you know how the reading's going to go, we do your weekly check-in first. Then we have a look at more specifically your work, stroke finance, and we also have a look at your love life during the week. If you'd like to see a particular reading, so if you'd like to only look at your work reading or only your love reading or maybe just the general reading, timestamps are below. So you just click on the time and it will take you straight through to the reading that you want to view. I'd like to say, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me this week for your reading. And yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy. Hi Libra, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your reading today, 20th through to the 26th of January 2020. First of all, we're going to focus on your general reading and then we're going to have a look at your work and work, finance and then love. So let's get shuffling. Okay, Libra, let's have a look at your reading. I can never find my pointer pen. There it is. Okay. Let me just quickly show you the areas on this Celtic cross before I start the reading and just tell you how I do my Celtic cross. So firstly, what you're looking at is what you're facing this week in this area here. All right. Now I'm looking at here what's influencing this energy. So what is influencing this thing that you're facing and what's the root cause of it is here. Here we look at what you guys have experienced maybe concerning this situation in the last 2 to 3 weeks in this area here. And as a result of that, this area here would be the most likely way that the situation will evolve based on only these energies here. This area here looks at what could be coming in at the end of the week, going into next week in this area here. And this area here, number 7, talks about how you're approaching this situation, how you're handling it. This area is your advice area, so it's area number 8. What advice does the universe give you concerning this situation? What are your hopes or fears? And this last one, number 10, is not the overall outcome, but it's where things could be heading, evolving as a result of that situation coming in the immediate future. I hope that makes sense. Let's make a start. So what is Libra facing? Oh, temperance. So temperance is a time of moderation. It's a time of balance. I mean, it could be that this week is a week about balance and equilibrium with this temperance energy. But for me, it almost feels like with temperance energy, we're trying to find that balance because the temperance card, if you look at the angel on the card is actually trying to pour water into 2 cups. So he's trying to get an equal measurement. So for me, the temperance card is all about it's about the alchemist, trying to turn one thing into another, trying to find equal balance between 2 things. And usually because it's water, it's trying to find somewhere midway that you can feel emotionally balanced as well. Let's have a look at what's influencing this energy here. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Worry. Now, that would make sense because to me, this looks like you guys are actually experiencing a time of peace. It looks like it's influenced by a time where you've been worrying, Libra, because the 9 of Swords is all about worry and sleepless nights and fears and that type of thing. So it feels like what's influencing this energy here is that some of you guys with this 9 of Swords may have been going through some worry. You might have been feeling very anxious. And as a result of that, what you're experiencing is feeling a lot more kind of even-keeled and emotionally balanced in light of that. Let's have a look at what this root cause is. Let's have a look. So, it's about the Nine of Cups energy. So, the Nine of Cups is pleasure and satisfaction and just general emotional contentment. It might also be, do you know what I think this is? I think some of you guys have overindulged. That's what I'm getting here. Because there might be, you've got 2 nines in the reading as well, which indicate that you are nearing a place of completion concerning this. So this should be wrapped up fairly soon. The other thing is with this Nine of Cups is it's pleasure. So cards like the Nine of Cups, Three of Cups, they deal with things like pleasure, overeating, drinking. The Cups, Page of Cups, Nine of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Cups to a certain extent. But cards like Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Nine of Cups, Three of Cups, those cards, they can be drink or drugs. Or overeating, eating loads of rich foods, just eating the wrong thing. And I feel that some of you guys have been really worried about that. Some of you guys have been worried. You've been worried about, oh my God, am I smoking too much? Am I eating too much? Am I drinking too much alcohol? Some of you guys might have even been worried about putting weight on. And I feel that with the Temperance energy, what you're doing as a result of this is you are moderating with that Temperance energy because the Temperance energy is all about moderation. So we're doing things moderately. We're doing things to a lesser degree than what we've done them before. Some of you guys moderating this energy here. So you're probably, some of you guys giving up cigarettes. Some of you guys giving up drinks. Some of you guys getting to the gym. Some of you guys eating healthier. It would make sense. What have you experienced in the last 2 to 3 weeks, Libra? The Ten of Swords. I feel depression here. I think that this is depression. But also I think with the Ten of Swords energy, you've surrendered to the idea that I'm done. I think that you've been really done. I actually feel with this Ten of Swords that you've had enough. You've had enough. You know, because that's the Ten of Swords for you. The Ten of Swords says, I have had enough, I'm done. So in the last kind of, 2 to 3 weeks, you guys have said, I've had enough and I'm absolutely done with this situation with the Ten of Swords energy. I think that you're just done with it. Therefore, what's the most, because you seem to be very motivated in this area here, Libra. You seem to be absolutely 100% like, that's it, I'm done. I'm finished, it's over. But it's more to do with something that you've been doing, I think, here. There's something here that you say with the 2 nines as well. I'm at that point. I'm at that point now where it's got to change. It's got to go over. It's got to go over to the other side now. I'm done with it. And I do think you are. I think that you're fed up with it. I think you're fed up with overindulging. The Nine of Cups is not a bad card per se, but it is a card about pleasure and overindulgence and doing too much of a good thing. And I think that you guys have had enough. Some of you guys, I think it may be diet or drink or, whatever the case might be. But it just feels like you've just really done as much as you can do, and it feels like it's time for a change. Therefore, where are things evolving to? The most likely evolvement from this situation would be what? Yeah, but it's nice. You're going to start planting the seeds, Ace of Coins. You'll start making that effort with the Ace of Coins energy, because the Ace of Coins is where we're starting to plant the seeds. We're starting to develop the idea. We're starting to develop this new beginning. And the Aces are new beginnings. But with an Ace of Coins energy, you're literally starting to do something about it. Ace of Coins, the coins and the wands are very similar in terms of both cards represent people who are doing things. They're taking action, So with the Ace of Coins, you're literally doing it. You're literally starting to plant that seed. And the likely evolvement with the Ace of Coins is that you get up, you at least start what you've set out to do with that Ace of Coins energy showing there, because you're planting that seed. And you're planting the seed. Hopefully you're going to watch it grow. Hopefully, in other words, hopefully you're going to start evolving. You'll start kind of doing this thing and putting more effort in. I hope that you do, because just because you plant a seed, it doesn't, people all the time, beginning of January, New Year, say, oh, I'm going to lose weight. I've eaten too much over Christmas. I've put on all this weight. I look horrible, blah, blah. And they start doing the Ace of Coins, the green juicing and this, that, and the other. But you really need, cards like the Ace of Coins in there to show that this is being sustained, We need to see sustaining. So it's a good start. Let's have a look what's coming in towards the end of the week, next week. All right, the Eight of Swords comes in. Eight of Swords can be negative thinking. Eight of Swords can be feeling a sense of powerlessness with the Eight of Swords energy. But also the Eight of Swords, eights are advancement. So the swords around this woman is that there are an advancement of ideas, because swords represent ideas. But I feel with your hands being wrapped, you've got so many ideas of how you want to do this, that you don't quite know which one to start with. Because I'm seeing the most likely outcome based on these areas here, Libra, is that you make a start, the Ace of Coins. You put the effort in, shopping. You know, you pay for a gym, for example, with the Ace of Coins energy, or you know, you start making your green juices with the Ace of Coins energy. You know, or you because it's you make a start with this card. You start to put the effort in with the Ace of Coins. You start literally doing it. The most likely outcome, because you really feel that you're at your end of your tether here. You're kind of like, I'm doing it, and you do it. You pay for the gym, you make your green juices, you start putting different things into your shopping basket for some of you guys. You'll tip whatever drink you've got down the plug hole, and you'll start just buying loads of waters and stuff like that. You're doing it, and that's the most likely outcome based on these. It's not the absolute outcome, but it is the most likely one so far. However, in reality, towards the end of the week and going into next week, some of you guys are starting to also feel quite frustrated. You're like, oh man, I don't know whether I can carry on with this, with the Eight of Swords energy, because it doesn't look like you're kind of thriving in this. It feels like you feel trapped, you feel restricted, you feel limited. I think Eight of Swords is, I don't know, what is Eight of Swords? Eight of Swords is, I think it's Saturn, isn't it? Saturn in Gemini, I think. Not sure, I think it is. I know this is the first decan in Gemini, but I don't know what planet rules this. It might be Saturn, and if it's Saturn, then we are kind of, you know, we've got these boundaries on us. That's the thing with the Eight of Swords energy. And what you have to do with an Eight of Swords is go within and find the ways that you're going to resolve the situation, because she can't see what's outside of her, so you have to literally go within. How are you approaching everything here? Well, it's good. I mean, you're approaching the situation, being the Queen of Coins energy, with logic and with, you know, with pragmatism and with groundedness, you know. And, you know, when you're the Queen of Coins and you approach all of this. So here we see people who have overindulged, the Nine of Cups, and there's worries here. Oh, my God, I'm getting fatter, or, you know, oh, my goodness, you know, I'm coughing at night and I'm worried about smoke and I think I'm going to give that up. Or, you know, I've been drinking too much and my skin's looking really pallid and nasty and I don't feel too good. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start moderating all of this, because in the last 2 to 3 weeks, that maybe I've been smoking too much and I've not been able to breathe too well with the Ten of Swords energy, or maybe I put on so much weight that my back feels really, you know, really hurts when I move, and I'm really done with this. Last 2-3 weeks, it's just been like, you know what, I just can't do any more. Ten of Swords, I just can't do any more of this. So you say, yeah, I'm going to put this effort in. More than likely, I'm going to put the effort in. And how you approach these areas here is from a place of kind of calm, because that would be the Queen of Coins. So you're not really flapping about. This is a very, very kind of thought out with the Queen of Coins energy, a very thought out, a very planned, a very strategic move on your part to do this, because that's what the Queen of Coins does. She plans things out. She never just rushes into anything. She wouldn't do that. Not like the Queen of Wands is more than likely going to be the type that's going to be like, oh, that's, yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's get to it. She's not like that. This is how you would approach all of this, like getting rid of some very kind of nasty habits, Libra, with the Queen of Coins energy, is you're going to start putting shit down on a spreadsheet. You're going to start writing stuff down in books. You're going to start writing stuff down in your diary or something. Right, so day one, what am I going to eat? I think I will have an avocado on brown toast for breakfast, green juice, lunch, you know, a piece of grilled chicken with salad, and then dinner, I think a piece of fish, or maybe just a salad with a load of seeds on it, and, you know, water, whatever it is. So you would literally, with the Queen of Coins, plan to the last bit, because she is an extraordinarily traditional, regimented female, is the Queen of Coins. She does everything in the way that it's meant to be done. So she's not rushing, she's planning her actions. She's saying, right, this is the meal for the week. How you approach all of this is you start meal prepping with the Queen of Coins energy. She loves being in the kitchen. She loves good food. You start looking at recipe books, right? What are the healthy options for me to eat? You start going to your, you know, your smoking cessation clinic with the Queen of Coins energy. You start taking your vitamins and stuff and all the rest of it. You would do that because the coins are also about health as well. So they're about getting healthy. And that's how you're approaching this. But the reality of the situation, Libra, is that you end up as this. Some of you guys do by the end of the week going into next week, like, oh man, this is really hard. I'm finding this so difficult. Oh my goodness, I just feel so trapped. Oh, I could do with a ciggy. I could do with a fag. I could do with a drink. Oh man, that favourite cream cake. Oh, that's kind of thing with the Ace of Swords. This is how you've gone in and approached everything, but this is kind of what you come to the end of the week going into next week. What is the advice from the universe on this? 6 of Cups. Okay. I think number one, especially for some of you guys who might find it hard to do this, because the Six of Cups is no joke as a card. You might need to look back to your childhood, especially if you've done this before. You've said every year, or you know, whenever during the year, yeah, I'm going to lose weight, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, and then you end up doing that, which is I can't do it anymore. I can't do this. You know, I've got to just go and do. You know, I've got to eat. I've got to have a burger. I've got to have several burgers. I've got to have a cigarette. I can't live without it. I think that, you know, if you continuously do this, I think that the advice is, you know, with the Six of Cups energy, number one, some of you guys might need to look into the past. You know, is there any family history of people doing this? You know, are you prone to doing this type of behavior? But the other thing is get help with the Six of Cups. Go to someone that you trust, who you can talk to, somebody who you're close to. In other words, get support, especially if it's in the family as well, because the Six of Cups is a family card and it represents very close family relationships. So for example, if you are the type of person who likes to eat really kind of rich foods, you know, burgers and chips and fries and ketchup and mayonnaise all the time, and delicious, you know, fried egg sandwiches and all the rest of it, that type of thing, and steak and everything, maybe the advice is to get support from family members. You know, will family members come on this journey with you, for example? Or will family members, you know, will you all agree to start eating more healthier this year, or that type of thing? Maybe you need to get the help and support of family members, very close family members and friends, so your immediate family. What are your hopes or fears? Well, I think with the fear card of the Seven of Cups energy, Seven of Cups can be an illusion. All right. I mean, it would certainly make sense that you would fear a Seven of Cups, especially when it comes to, I mean, this can be looking in the fridge. Trust me, it can, because I did a reading on myself at Christmas time. I was at my twin sister's house, and I had this reading come up, and I can't remember what card came out with it, but it showed me feeling really frustrated and doing this. And I remember they'd gone out to the cinema and everything, and I'd gone into town to pick up a few things, and I came back to start some work with clients. But I thought, oh, I need something to eat. I'm really hungry, and I forgot to get some food in town. And usually, you know, in my twin sister and her partner's fridge, they've got lots of stuff, but sometimes you just don't know what to make. It's very, you know, because my brother-in-law is not fond of throwing food out. You know, he'll eat it like if it's 2 days, and I'm not. If food is kind of like 1 day before it's got to go off, I'm chucking it. That's how I am. So I remembered me getting very frustration, and can you see her face? She's like, ugh, what's in the fridge? What's to eat? Well, maybe that meat pie there, or maybe that ice cream there, or maybe, maybe that ice roll there. You know, it's a card of temptation. Some of you guys are afraid actually of being tempted, because the Seven of Cups is also temptation. So I'm afraid some of you guys are really scared of getting tempted back into old habits. From this area, I'm very interested to see this, Libra. Where is everything evolving from there? Well, to justice. Okay, how does that work then? Are you going to do what you're meant to do? Because justice is not necessarily the card that says you get over that. All right, so you're already on that track of Eight of Swords. You're already saying, I don't know whether I can keep up with this. You know, I know that I've been overindulging. I've had enough. You know, I have been putting, you know, the most likely outcome is I'm going to start on this, you know, this new kind of journey of being healthier and not doing drink, or not doing weed, or not doing cigarettes, or not doing whatever it is that I do. And you're really serious about it, because you're showing us the Queen there. How you approach all of this is really, and it's this, and this. So that's where your area is. That's how you're approaching this area here. You know, you're really deadly serious about it. But this little demon comes in and it says, it's the negative self-talk you see really with the Eight of Swords. So what you're experiencing really with that Eight of Swords between, you know, the end of the week and going into next week, Libra, is the negative self-talk with this Eight of Swords energy. And it's leading on to how it's going to evolve is to justice. Well, no, actually, I think this is good. I think because it's Libra and you are Libra, justice energy, you're using your mind over heart. That's what justice is, of course. So justice is mental balance, all right? So here we have emotional balance and here we have mental balance, all right? Now, you guys, we'll do the reading one more time. What you're trying to do, what you're facing this week is a week of having to moderate. What are you moderating? That the Nine of Cups, your indulgences. Why are you doing this? Because you're influenced by your worries. Oh my goodness, am I going to get ill if I smoke too much? Am I going to get cancer? Am I going to, am I going to become obese? Am I going to get really fat? Am I not going to be able to fit into my nice bikini for my summer holiday, or going away in the springtime? There's all of these things that make you give up what you're giving up, or moderate, or at least do it a lot less. Because really, the last 2 to 3 weeks, some of you guys might have even been experiencing health problems because of indulgences. Some of you guys have literally just come to the end of your tether, and you've really, really had enough with that Ten of Swords energy. You're just done. You're just fed up. And the most likely outcome based on all of that, because you guys are approaching this as the Queen of Coins, you're approaching it in a very sensible way, being the Queen of Coins energy. You're shopping properly, you're making a plan of action on what you're going to eat, and how you're going to do it, and what you're going to cook, and how you're going to cook it, and how you're going to, you're being really sensible, and you're serious. And therefore the most likely outcome is you'll make a star, because it's only an ace, right? Problem is that some of you guys will stop before you even started, because you're the Eight of Swords, and it's all of those negative self-talk that suddenly hits you, like, oh man, I've just smelt my colleagues just had a cigarette, I could really do with one of those, or I just seen this lovely strawberry cake in the shop, oh man, I gotta have it. And the thing is, the universe is saying to you, okay, you get like that, our advice is to get support. So if it's cigarette smoking, get support, Six of Cups. Get support with the Six of Cups. You can go to a smoking cessation clinic, get support. If it's food within the house that you like to, chow down on, like really like unhealthy food, get support from your friend, from your husband, your wife, your children, whoever it is that you live with. Do they eat the same? Can they join you in your journey of getting fit? Will they support you? That's what the Six of Cups is there for. You're afraid of being tempted, especially by the fridge, for some of you guys with that Seven of Cups. But the universe is saying, well, look, you might feel like this, but look, where it's evolving to is justice. This is you like coming to your senses with the Justice card, because of course justice is Libra. It's you, isn't it? It's your major arcana. So this is you guys being able to just balance it out. This is mind over matter is justice, and you'll really start, you'll get back on track. You will get back on track. This is a month for literally adhering to what you do. If and I think that you guys are really serious. Yes, of course, you're going to have to fall back the Eight of Swords. Everybody does. Everybody does. Right now, I'm on well, it's not a diet as such, but I'm certainly, because I love crisps. I'm a real crispy. I love crisps, and I don't look particularly big, but I am. I've put on what I'm usually a size 8, and I'm sure that I've gone up to a 10 or a 12, because I work for myself and I love crisps, and I don't eat many sweet things. I don't eat things like ice creams or anything like that. Very rarely will I eat that, but I love gin, and over Christmas I had quite a bit of gin as well. I don't think you're meant to put on weight with that though. But I noticed that, my twin sister is lovely and slim. She wears her clothes so well, and usually I'm like that. But I think because I work for myself, I tend to like to eat, I'm not massive. I don't think I'm massive, but I love crisps and things. So I've now turned to kind of a gluten-free vegan crisps and stuff. And I make a green juice every day for myself. I love my green juices, loads of spinach and apples and pears and, little mango pieces just to keep it nice and smooth. So I love green juice, and I love soups in the evening, or a baked potato maybe. I don't eat meat. I wouldn't say I eat chicken now and again, only a little bit of meat now and again, but because, living by myself, I don't cook. I usually eat a raw diet. But for me, I've always been a size 8. I've always been a really slim lady, and I've always had really nice figure. And to see myself balloon and everything, and it's just like, oh man, no, thank you. So, but sometimes you get like that, and sometimes I'm like, oh man, I'd really love a pack of roast chicken crisps, that type of thing, or a pack of bacon crisps, or ready salted crisps. But it's not good. So you don't beat yourself up, because you're going to get like that, Libra. You will get like that. But in the long term, where things are evolving to is justice. So this is mental balance being restored. So the restoration of mental balance, and your mental balance is with that Queen sitting right there. Where you said no more of this shit, and you are approaching everything from a really sensible level. So I would say don't beat yourself up if you have a little bit of a freak out in the week, toward the end of the week, going into next week, about this new kind of diet, or this new change in your diet, or whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, don't freak out about it, because it's normal, and you're going to be fine, because I see you staying on track. Let's have a look at what the advice is through the Quantum Oracle. Universe, Spirit, what spiritual advice do you have for Libra on this reading? Please show me. So the spiritual advice is, you just got to have the courage. You've just got to have the courage to see this through. All right, it's all about courage. All right, it's all about courage. Okay, all about courage. Okay, it's as simple as that. You've just got to have the courage to see this through. You know where you want to be. And even though some people find my readings probably very boring, I understand that. But I'm just one of those readers that reads on everyday life. And that's it. And sometimes people need that kind of, you know, they need that kind of support. You know, they need that support. And what I'm trying to say is that don't worry if you have that little bit of a blip, little bit of a freak out. You know, you smell a cigarette, I want one. Or, you know, you see a cake, oh, I want one of those. You know, don't freak out about it, because you're going to get back on track with the justice energy. You're doing really well, and you're coming from the perspective of a Queen of Coins. So you're approaching everything as the right queen. You really are. I mean, you know, if you were a Queen of Cups, sorry, a Queen of Pentacles or a Queen of Swords, those are the queens you want, because those are the queens that are disciplined. Queen of Swords is very disciplined, and Queen of Pentacles is extraordinarily traditional, disciplined. Yeah, she likes her food and shit, but she likes healthy stuff. Look at her body, look at her legs. She looks incredible. Look at that. She looks amazing. So you're approaching everything as somebody who knows exactly what she wants. You're coming from a place of knowledge, you're from a place of being very sensible, very practical. You're not trying to push yourself too far. You're making the necessary, you know, choices. You're saying, okay, this is how I'm going to do this. This is how I'm going to do that. But you're not really, you know, you're not approaching everything like a gung-ho Knight of Swords or Knight of Wands. Those people tend to burn out real quick because they go too quick. The Queen of Coins is exactly the right person you want to go for. And the Queen of Swords to a certain extent as well. But she is right. She's the right person to be, because it means that you're doing everything in the right way. And you're not pushing yourself too quickly. You're just doing it at a nice pace, which is really, really good. Okay, excellent, excellent reading, Libra. Bear with me. We're going to come back with your work read. Okay then, Libra, let's have a look what we see for work. We see Temperance. All right, so often how I see Temperance is either that there's kind of like a winding down of something, or this could be literally collaborating with the Temperance energy. And it's funny, you had Temperance in your general, didn't you, as well? You've got the Five of Cups energy. So the Five of Cups energy, for me, when I look at it in a work reading, I mean, cups are emotion, all right? And how I read a five, well, a five is a challenge, all right? Before a change, yes, but nevertheless, it's a challenge. So there are emotional challenges here, but there is the modifying of that, I feel, with Temperance, because Temperance tends to kind of ease things up. So it feels like there is the modifying or the easing of some emotional trauma or problems that you've been experiencing within the workplace, okay? And we've got lots of water cards, actually, and you've got the Four of Cups energy here. So the Four of Cups in a work reading often means that you're bored with your job. So I just feel that there is the easing of kind of some form of emotional challenges and unhappiness that you guys have been feeling within your working environment. What else have we got here as well? Oh my God, you've got all water cards. I'm seeing the ending of a cycle, possibly with the Ten of Cups energy showing here. Yeah, and a new beginning, a positive new beginning. I feel some of you guys are actually, I mean, if he isn't leaving the job this week, you're definitely on course to do it, because these are kind of cards that are indicating that there is the leaving of a job here. I mean, look at it. You've got Temperance showing first, and Temperance is all about easing things up. The Five of Cups is unhappiness. It's feeling like sadness and depression and that type of thing, especially within the workplace. They're all emotional cards here. And then you've got the Four of Water, which is apathy and boredom with the job. So there's a great deal of sadness and, you know, apathy in terms of the job that you do here. But I'm seeing the healing of that, the easing of this energy, because there is a cycle now that is coming to a close with the Ten of Water in a very good way for you, Librans. And I'm seeing a bright new beginning with the Sun energy showing here. We've got a Page of Wands. So there's a new path, a new beginning in work, change of job. Page of Wands energy showing here. Yeah, so I'm seeing a new position work. So a new position, a new business venture, a new working venture, because the Page of Wands would be the new job. All right, this is the new path and this is work showing up here. We have the Five of Wands though, so there might be some worries though with that Five of Wands energy showing here. Two fives as well, changes. Let's have a look at this next one. Eight of Fire, so you've got two eights and two fives, changes and advancements within work showing up here. There might be some worries, or there might be with the Five of Wands, it might be a little bit of a setback, or there might be some worries about the Eight of Wands, about these changes, or moving so quickly maybe with the Eight of Wands energy, because the Eight of Wands is usually a quick move. Nine of Wands energy, wow, you got a lot of wands in this reading, and water as well, so emotion and fire, emotion and action this week in terms of work. So Nine of Wands energy. So I think that there's a bit of worry about moving on from something you've been in for so long, because the Nine of Wands is a card that indicates something that you have been in for a long time. So when you get the Nine of Wands, it can be that you've been in a job for quite a while. You've just been sticking it out. And it might be that there are worries with this Five of Wands that you're moving away from the Nine of Wands. Maybe you're moving away from a job that you've been in for so long. It's really nice reading. All right, let's do this again. In terms of work, Libra, what I'm seeing here is that some of you guys with that Five of Cups and the Four of Cups have been very sad, very, down, very kind of bored within the jobs that you're doing. But I'm seeing the easing of this. There's an ending of a cycle now, okay, where we have a new beginning, new positive beginning with the Sun in terms of work coming in for you guys. I'm seeing a new job, Page of Wands energy, and that Eight of Coins energy. It might also be that the job that you do is on a very entry level for some of you guys. You're either doing something as an apprentice for some of you guys, or you're doing something that you've not done before, perhaps. There might be worries about moving with this Eight of Wands energy from something that you've been in for a while. So for some of you guys, especially if this is like an apprenticeship, or if this is a new position that you've not done before, because this can be training as well. The Eight of Coins energy is training in a position here, or learning how to master it. And the Page of Wands can often be the apprentice. So some of you guys, it's a job, and you might be worried about this because, you're moving away from something that you've been in for a long time. So some of you guys, it may be that you've been in a particular type of job for a long time. You're going to be doing something completely new, and that might be worrying you as well. But it's a nice reading, because what we've got two fives indicating that some of you guys have had a really challenging time in what you've been doing, but now there is the time for change. Now things are changing. We've also got the two eights showing that there are advancements happening this week as well. We have a 10. There's an ending of a cycle. The Nine of Wands as well, and the 10, the cycle is complete. Showing here, which is really nice. So I'm actually seeing a new job for some of you guys this week, okay, or going into the next couple of weeks. Let's have a quick look at what your love reading is. Bear with me. Okay, Libra, let's have a look at what's going on then for your love situation this week. So we've got the Chariot. Chariots often mean success, after a hard fought battle, okay, when you get the Chariot energy showing up there. What else have we got here? The Eight of Water, so the Eight of Cups showing up. So let's think about this one. So the Eight of Cups is all about leaving behind something that no longer satisfies you. All right, when you get the Eight of Cups, it's ruled by Saturn in Pisces. This is about recognizing something that no longer fulfills you and leaving it behind. So a lack of emotional fulfillment. I think some of you guys are moving on from something that no longer fulfills you with the Eight of Cups and that Chariot energy, because Chariots move forward, and you can easily get the Chariot moving on from the Eight of Cups, something that no longer fulfills you in love. Okay, what else have we got here? We've got the Three of Cups energy showing here. So I just feel that you've got the Chariot, and then you've got this Three of Cups energy showing here. All right, so I feel that you're moving on from a partnership that no longer fulfills you. All right, a friendship maybe, or just a partnership. But I feel that you're moving on, Chariot, from a partnership, Three of Water, that no longer fulfills you with that Eight of Cups energy showing there. Seven of Water. I think that some of you guys are looking at other options with the Seven of Cups energy. Five of Wands energy showing up here. Five of Wands. I mean, the Five of Wands it depends on how you want to see that Five of Wands, because the Five of Wands can be to collaborate with others as well. It can be to work with others. So you might be looking at other options to work or to collaborate with others with that Five of Wands energy showing there. I'm just trying to think what zodiac sign rules that Five of Wands. It's ruled by Leo. That's what it's ruled by, Leo, isn't it? First decan in Leo, actually, isn't it? Yeah, I just feel that you are looking at other options. You're probably looking at other ways that you can try and kind of team up with other people, collaborate, work with other people, get to know other people with the Five of Wands. Or have fun with other people, because the Five of Wands isn't always a fight. Sometimes it's childish, it's banter, it's fun. So it might be that you're looking at other ways, you're looking for options, you're looking around on the other net. On the internet, sorry, not other net, on the internet for people that you can play with, Five of Wands, people that you can have some fun with. Let's have a look at the next card showing here. The Ten of Cups, so cycles changing, or don't always read tens as cycles changing. Sometimes this is emotional satisfaction, or this can be somewhere that's socializing. So, because this could be somewhere in the community or something like that. Five of Swords though. So, ending of a cycle showing here probably. Five of Swords is feeling hurt. Five of Swords is hurt. The Knight of Wands energy. I think some of you guys are hurting at somebody who's left. But then again, he's going this way. The Knight of Wands. Probably hurting about a player or somebody that left Knight of Wands, because Knight of Wands can leave. Okay, somebody who's feeling hurt. So ending of a cycle of feeling hurt about somebody who left. Knight of Swords energy showing here. Withdrew. I think somebody left and withdrew. And I think that this cycle, I think that you guys feeling hurt, I think that cycle's coming to a close now, showing here. And you got three. How many fives have we got? We've got another 2 5s. We had it in your work reading as well. So I definitely see a change here. You've got the Five of Water, which is sadness, and the Five of Swords. It looks to me, this Five of Swords I explain as the angry woman. So it looks to me some of you guys were feeling really kind of disappointed with the Five of Cups, and you've been feeling really hurt. So disappointed and hurt showing here, okay? I feel that, and this feels like it was somebody that withdrew and ghosted you probably, somebody who exited and ghosted. Knight of Wands and the Four of Coins. I feel that this is coming to an end though, because I do feel that you guys with this Eight of Water here are moving on from an unfulfilling partnership with that Three of Cups energy, and you're looking at other options now, people that you can go play with. Actually, excuse me, you've got 3 5s in that reading as well. So to me, those 3 5s are saying that you've faced some challenges and now you're overcoming them. You've been through the really hard time and now you're overcoming it. We're going to get this reading again for love. What I feel that I'm seeing for Libra here is that some of you guys have been really hurt in love, okay? I feel that somebody left and ghosted you with that Four of Swords and the Knight of Wands. And I feel that some of you guys were really disappointed in them and really hurt. But I feel with that Ten of Water, you're actually coming to the end of this cycle now. I feel that you are finally moving on from an unfulfilling Eight of Water energy partnership with the Three of Water showing here, and I think that you're looking for options to have, you know, a bit of fun with other people with that Five of Wands energy showing there, okay? You might also, with the Three of Water, the Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups, be looking at dating sites where you can just go and have some fun, that type of thing. So I definitely feel that you're leaving behind some emotional dissatisfaction and unhappiness. These 2 cards could also be looking onto dating websites, Seven of Cups and the Three of Cups energy, possibly for people that you can go out and have some fun with. I don't think you're looking for, some of you guys, I don't think you're looking for anything more than that, probably with that Five of Wands. Very nice reading. Let's have a look at the Oracle card, the Surrender cards, and see what it is that you need to surrender to this week. What is it that Libra needs to be surrendering to this week? In one card, what does Libra need to surrender to this week? Show me in one card. Surrender to trust is what it's telling you. So trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Okay, that's a really nice card and it makes sense. Brilliant. All right, Libra, that is your reading for the week. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you would like to order a reading, go to the comment section. It's got the link to my website on there, or you can go to the description box. There's also lots of other goodies on the channel, so you can check out your monthly reading. It's on there. I'll try and leave a link at the beginning of the video. I think here the link that I've left is the link to the monthly or the 6 monthly reading. So there's a monthly, there's a 6 monthly reading. There's also readings that are the pick a card or pick a reading readings. I've done a couple of those for singles and couples, so you can check those out as well. It's coming up to Valentine's. If you're single, check that out. All right, love you guys loads. Take care. Bye-bye.